what the haters talking about.
What's up, family? A movement to put jailhouse informants under a closer microscope, actually a more powerful microscope, before they testify has been gaining traction around the country. A byproduct of new DNA technology that has exonerated dozens of people around this country, wrongfully convicted because of informant lies. Several states have moved to toughen regulations on the use of such informants whose credibility has always been an issue because they're motivated to get their sentences reduced. The new rules include requiring pretrial hearings on whether prisoners' testimony should be allowed and forcing prosecutors to disclose any deals with informants as well as their history of testifying in other cases. In Connecticut, Democratic Governor Ned Lamont signed a wide-ranging bill that will create the nation's first system to track informants, how they testify, how often they testify, and what kind of deal that they get if they did testify. That's going to be huge. While prosecutors agree there needs to be some extent of skepticism about jailhouse informants, they overwhelmingly agree that jailhouse informants provide crucial, truthful information to help them lock up the bad guys. Oh man, you can't make this stuff up. There's a guy in Connecticut who was identified as a serial killer, and a jailhouse informant who had killed 4 people. I guess you can call him a serial killer also. So a serial killer told on a serial killer, and they were able to convict him based off of the serial killer's testimony. The jailhouse rat. The jailhouse rat serial killer told on another serial killer and they accepted his testimony as truthful. And let's see, the dude also applied for the $150,000 reward. You can't make this stuff up, man. It absolutely amazes me how the prosecution say don't trust nobody who has a criminal record. If you have a criminal record, you cannot be trusted at all. You do not trust them, especially if it's someone with a criminal record whose testimony is weighing against a police officer's. Oh man, you out of here. But prosecution says, hey man, don't trust him. He has a criminal record. Remember, anytime somebody does something or something happens to someone and there's a grave injustice committed by the police or something like that, the first thing they do is pull your criminal record, because they do that because they want people to feel like that you deserve what you got. So even if you stole a candy bar out of the store when you were 5 years old, you deserve what you got, because after all, you stole a candy bar, or that was a disturbance at your school and you cursed the teacher out, or you got locked up for trespassing, or you had a petty theft, or you had a drug charge 10 years ago. Anything. Totally irrelevant to the case at hand. They'll try to bring it up and put it out there in the media. They're going to bring it up in court so that people can feel like you can't be trusted. But when it comes to informants who have criminal records, they put it out there like this person is the most trustworthy person in the world. They got a way of making you all of a sudden a trustworthy person, even with your criminal record, even if you're a serial killer. They got a way of shaping the narrative so that the jury should believe you. Because after all, you're testifying on behalf of the state, trying to put the bad guy away. These guys, these informants, have always been a major problem because they're trying to get their time knocked down, or they're trying to get pending charges dismissed. And so they have a huge incentive to lie. And prosecutors know this. Everybody knows this. But still and yet, they're able to get away with it time and time and time again. Hopefully, this new system that they're putting in place will put some type of checks and balances in place. And we know that it's still wide open. We know that they're going to figure out a way to circumvent the law. They got a way they just got ways of doing stuff. But I think it's going to spare some people some grief, some families some grief. It is definitely not a cure. It's more like medication, maintenance medication. Yeah. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?